In 3, 2, 1, and we're going. So, and we just mentioned Area 1, and thank you. So we just mentioned Area 1. The main difference between the other areas is Area 1 has pretty much no RNG whatsoever in the entire game. It's all skill based. There's only like one tiny small RNG segment, which I'll talk about once we get there. But Area 1 is just pure skill. That's all it is. But as right now, we are talking to paintings shaking at you. And they basically threaten to kill you, pretty much. That's the best way I could describe it. They're not the nicest ghosts in the world. But the first room is called Parlor, and there's only 3 ghosts in the game. It's by far the easiest room in the run here. And I'll be going for 12, that's what they're called. And that is the animations of the ghost speed going into the vacuum. So every single ghost in the game specifically, I will be tapping at 12. Once I hit 0, I'll be pulling forward and back as soon as I possibly can. As I grab the first key, that's the first room in the game. Yeah, pretty sure the Good Luck Bros and Randy as well. Answer is a little bit more challenging. I think this is the hardest room in Area 1 personally. So hopefully I can get the doubles here. Because a lot of the time we are going for doubles, triples, sometimes quads. So a lot of these setups can be pretty challenging here. So hopefully I can get like most of these, but we shall see. I'm not doing the best setup right now. I still got it, luckily. Doing it slow is definitely better than just missing it, for sure. But wardrobe, we'll get introduced to the banana ghost. They just literally just eat a banana and throw it at you. But I'm going for pretty wide doubles here for the most part. These doubles aren't too bad. I think they're easier than answers personally. But you can still miss them pretty easily. One bad push up, one bad push down. Try to go too fast with it. And that is the 3rd room of the game. As we grab this key. One of the early keys of the run that's not in the chest. Because there's another key in this room later on, actually. But coming up is EGAD is about to talk to us about the portrait ghost. There is about 23 portrait ghosts altogether in the game. But 4 of them are bosses. As we'll be seeing the first boss in about 3.5 minutes or so. About 3 minutes. Very, very soon. But the first ghost is called Neville. And the main gimmick for Neville is you have to be facing away from him. And he'll just show his heart. He'll start yawning. And once he's ready to show his heart, we just instantly capture him with my setup. And we just capture him just like that. He's one of the easiest ghosts in the game, personally. It's pretty hard to mistime it the way how I set it up. If you look up, for some weird reason, it just insta-grabs him. But if he does, like, disappear for a second, his timer does restart. So you do have to keep in mind about that. And this is the slight RNG I'm talking about. It's the lightning strikes in Lydia's room. This room is really laggy. It's mainly because of Toad just crying behind the window in the background. Like, poor guy. We don't talk to any of the Toads whatsoever. We just ignore them all. They just cry wherever they're at. And then now, we got Chauncey, the first area boss in the game. And fun little fact about Chauncey here is Chauncey is the only ghost in the game that's impossible to one-cycle. The only one. And we'll do a country skip here by the place I'm standing, and we'll grab the ball for the distance. Because if I were to move after hitting Chauncey, the cutscene will play anyways. And Chauncey's really not happy with us whatsoever, so he just shrinks us to his crib. And yeah, he's not happy at all. And Chauncey, I personally think he's the easiest area 1 or area boss. I think he's a little bit easier than Bogmire Bulosis. And then he'd be one cycle, which I'll get to when we get there. At least try to get that strat. It's by far the hardest boss, in my opinion. So he's throwing 2 rocket horses to start here. And I'm going to line up a specific angle with the vacuum here. Once he like throws his hand down, I walk down and catch the ball. And one very important thing for the speedrun is we want Chauncey's health to be 50 HP or higher. Because if he's 49 or lower, he does an extra rocket horse, and that's like much slower. So that's the first cycle. So once again, he is impossible to one cycle, as we're aware of right now. And this time, I'm gonna get here on purpose. I'm gonna have iframes, so I'm gonna knock on this crib part here twice, and then I'm just gonna back up the timing that I do. Then I just insta catch it, and that is the Area 1 boss in Luigi's Mansion. And thank you for the good luck, pal. We appreciate it. And that's Area 1. Only 5 minutes, 58 seconds. But we got about a minute cutscene coming up here, so anything you have to say, feel free.
Thank you so much. This is the DogPoundSpeedrunning 2020. We are a yearly speedrunning marathon that has love, love, and right love on our arms. We have 3 days of speedrunning, about 12 hours each day. You can find out more info on the charity Right Love on Our Arms exists to encourage, inform, inspire, and also to invest directly into treatment and recovery. If you'd like to donate, !donate will get you that. And we also have in the info panels, you can click on the donate button and it'll take you right there. And back to you.
Alright, awesome. So we're about to start Area 2 here. We have changed the portrait ghosts into paintings, and that's where they were at the beginning before we just mentioned the game actually happened. Because Mario got kidnapped by a fake mansion, like, giveaway, basically. They're just like, congratulations, you won a mansion. Now go visit it. And then Mario goes visits it, and then he's gone. He's just disappeared. And we have no clue at the moment where he is. But we'll find out where he is in about 15 minutes or so. So Area 2 is my personal favorite area. There's a lot of cool strategy to do. And the one we're about to do coming up is called Shy Guy 6-piece. And I would say this is probably the most satisfying speedrun strat to get. It's also one of the hardest rooms in the entire game as well. We found Shy Guy 6-piece about 1 year ago, and we used to do just 3 sets of doubles, and I feel like almost nobody liked that strat, so we kind of just experimented one day with Shy Guy 6-piece, and we found that it's actually faster than doubles if done correctly. So I'm gonna have all 6 Shy Guys just swing towards me right here. I'm gonna pull up, and then do low power vacuum, as you call it. This is not the best setup by any means, but I still did get it, luckily. And that is Shy Guy 6-piece. And next we got Windows. And unfortunately, these ghosts are RNG. And I did get the RNG, so if I did not capture them at that exact time that I did, I'm forced to wait there for 10 extra seconds. No clue why. It's about 50-50, so it's hard to say why they did that. Honestly, no idea. But next here we got storage. And I'm gonna do something called poster skip here, hopefully at least. That's when I'll tap up at the C stick here. Get the poster skip early, so that I can take the poster off after hitting the wall. And we got a double here. And that's for double, and then we got a button for the end of the Booley split. So which audio do I need up? Is it desktop?
You can probably turn me up in Discord. Just right click on my name and just throw it up to 200.
Okay.
And then you should be good. Okay.
I have you 200 right now.
Alright, let's see if that's any better.
I can hear you much better, so hopefully that's the case for them.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Awesome.
I'll see if I can turn it up a little bit on my side to compensate for it as well.
Right,
Hopefully that helps.
Awesome. Yeah, so Boo Release is one of the... I'd say it's personally one of the hardest split the attack game. Mainly because of the Shy Guys. It's very, very, very easy to mess up. Like, any small mistake, you can lose like 30-40 seconds if things go that badly. It's a mess. So we're gonna set up a tech skip here. Unfortunately, this tech skip is RNG for it to be possible. So I did not get it. Unfortunately, the boot is unfortunately in the table, and for some weird reason, if the boot's at the table, you cannot activate it unless you take the cloth off. You can technically spawn the boom, leave, and come back a tech skip. You can like set up the tech skip, but it's not worth it whatsoever. It's way too slow, super risky as well. The boot can just like say see you later. But I'll just play off open as well. You can notice that the boot is staying put. If you hold L and R at the same time and let go every 10 HP the R button, the boot will stay in place. There's a small catch, however. Is the boot only has 15 cackles. That is not good. All right, that's a big time loss. So I got poison mushroom, unfortunately, and I can't literally do anything whatsoever. I can't knock out anything. I can use the vacuum. Can't use elements. So that was very unlucky because it just bounced straight to me. Ideally, that's a reset for me if that ever happens. But next, we have to get 5 boosts, by the way, to unlock the washroom to advance in the game as well. And just getting 5 boosts as soon as possible is considered the most optimal way to do it right now, because we can give it like 8 or 9 boosts, something like that. So you may realize, okay, we didn't go to like Neville's room, Lydia's room, Shanti's room. We go back there later because we have to go back there eventually, regardless. Alright. And then we got the 5th boo here, the storage boo. I got Pigo and G here because I didn't realize the left chair did not dust. That means the boo is in there if you do shake it enough. It's just a weird like visual cue that we use that helps a lot for boo reading. And you guys talking about us about washing our face off. That's like the cue for you be able to go to the washroom. And some weird reason, there's just a key in the toilet, just hanging out. Like Toe talked about him like spoiling milk or something, but there's a key in there. It's kind of weird. Alright, so we got next. We're going to McAvoy's room here. Yeah, this is my favorite part of the run, personally. I just literally just spam B and watch the orb just shine to death. There's no reason to do that. It's just fun, honestly. So we do come back to McAvoy 2 different times, but we never talk to her until like later on the run. Guess there's 5 Mario items you need to collect. And there's 5 Mario items are scattered like throughout the entire mansion. We have not gotten 1 yet. We will be getting 1 very, very soon, though. Look, our last double here. This ship's not that bad. He's kind of understand what the ghosts are. Like, yes, they are all invincible, but they always spawn at the same spot, so it's very easy to get used to. The setups are not too bad either. Yeah, luckily I didn't lose this boo, because losing that boo is very bad. So, got pretty fortunate there that he just like float out, because that is possible. That boo can literally spawn and sleep. It's happened to me way more times than I hoped in my life. Like because you have to open the chest and then grab them down afterwards. Like it's required for the fire warp. It's a little bit faster, mainly because it resets the butler cycle to like a perfect decision, as you'll see here in a second. As we grab the first of 2 keys in McAvoy's room. Also one of the keys that's not in a chest, because we do fight McAvoy, quote-unquote fight, later on. So butler cycle. This is considered the water medallion split, and the water medallion split is just personally probably the second hardest split in the game. I think roof key's a little more challenging. You'll see why once we get there. So in laundry here, you can see we found Mario's hat, right? We're not grabbing this hat quite yet. We'll grab this symbol here, place the hat about towards the middle of the room. And we'll get the right side, grab this ghost. And you see why we don't grab this quite yet. Once I grab this double here, we'll get this double. And then we're gonna try to grab this hat, as I did mess up. If you grab it about the same frame, it will skip the chest cutscene that showed. And it's a little bit faster to get to butler and all that. And we also put the chest, just so we don't have to watch that cutscene yet again later. Luckily, the butler cycle was good enough that I didn't have to panic and like grab the butler first, by any means. So the mouse hole here is one thing we use that's Japanese exclusive, by the way. This does not work on English. If you grab the boo and go to the mouse hole at the same time, it skips the cutscene for EGAD. And this is one of the few EGAD cutscene skips that you can do in the entire game. Kind of like how Paulo was, but I didn't get the RNG, unfortunately. And this is hitting quad. Luckily, I didn't get hit by bats or mess up, because those bats can't hit you very easily, and Luigi just automatically drops them. So, this is unlucky RNG. So every single boo spawn as well is all RNG. All of them. And some boo spawns are very bad compared to others. And that was a pretty unfortunate move though. This spawn's not the best either, unfortunately. But I'm gonna try another tech skip here. See, I get this. This is the hardest one in my opinion, which I did get. It's very, very tough to do. You have to time it very, very well. And like, if you grab too early, it could be a 0 HP, he just leaves a lot of the time. So you're down 1 boo, especially if he goes to kitchen, which is straight up. He can go down, but it's also a pretty big time loss. Then coming up, we got Melody. We knock on every instrument and we just chill out to melody. We listen to some banger music. We just hang out for about 10-15 seconds here. There's 2 songs you should play. It's Water and Mario Brothers. And I got Water this time. And this seems like a frame for getting Water because you just got spam A right here. Compared to Mario Brothers, you have to go down, or I guess technically up once, or down twice. We get like very small time save. Good RNG, please. Awesome, awesome. This is best RNG in the room. And we'll go open the chest first here, just so we can like get the boo and the key at the same time. It saves a little bit of time, especially hit the boo. I forget what I was gonna say, honestly. Alright, moving on. So, next is kitchen. And I have a little bit of fire here, right? And the next ghost is an ice ghost. It was required to use fire to, like, take the ice off so you can capture him. I should have enough fire here. If I can time this right. I don't know why that didn't open, but okay. Oh no. Okay, we're good. No panic at all, though. And this is like a okay, you're gonna say. That mushroom... The mushroom spawn in ONG is not help this pace whatsoever, personally. So we might have best ONG in this room, possibly. It'd be nice if it is, because this is one of the best ONGs of the game. Because I'm gonna set up a tech skip here as well, if I can time it right. But this Boo is going really far away. So unfortunately I cannot go for a tech skip, because you can go for a tech skip there, and it's like a very big time save if you can get the RNG and the tech skip. But that Boo just did not do what it's supposed to do at all. Usually the Boo either goes towards you or like stays towards the middle. It went far right, so that just makes a tech skip way harder and way more risky as well. Because the Boos can't double cackle. Like I said, there's 15 cackles for every Boo. And every double cackle counts as 2 cackles. They can be like 2 cackles, 3 cackles. They can cackle 4 times if they want to. Which obviously is not what you want, especially in the area 4 Boos coming up. So, next we got Bachmeier here. And personally, I think Bachmeier is the second hardest boss. King Boo is number 1, as Colossus is number 3. But Bachmeier disappears out of nowhere. And he takes you... I don't know where he even takes you. I don't know what this arena even is. Like, we'll just get magically teleported to this arena here. It kind of doesn't really show how exactly we get here. Like the crib, obviously we're in the crib. Colossus is in the where you find Colossus, and then King Boo, you fall in the paving, you're up the rooftop. This place, I have no clue where we're at all. Oh no. I mistimed that. Should be okay. Ah, no, dang. I was a little worried that his little friend there was gonna hit me, so I kind of played that a little risky. Where is this guy? There you go. That's unlucky. Where are you now? Yeah, so dropping Bachmeier is usually not the biggest deal. But unfortunately, that was just unfortunate. It's kind of unlucky when he decides to... I don't know why I split there, by the way. I'm used to splitting. Luckily, that's undo button. He can drag you to his friends, and it can just force you to let go. But yeah, that's area 2. And any more announcements, you can go ahead right now.
Alright. Thank you so much for continuing to run. Hello everybody who's just showing up here today. This is DogPoundExpo 2022. This is the 4th year of the charity event. We are a speedrunning charity marathon raising money for True Right Love on Your Arms. You can find out their website at twloha.com. True Right Love on Your Arms is a non-profit movement dedicated to presenting hope and finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. They exist to encourage, inform, inspire, and also to invest directly into treatment and recovery. All of the donations go through Tiltify, which, if you aren't familiar with it, is a charity organization that allows integration for charity streams like this for donations, incentives, and things like that. And it does provide that money directly to the charity. The money never touches our hands. All we get to do is see what was donated and what messages and incentives went along with it. So you never have to worry about where your money's going. We do have a lot of good runs coming up. If you want to look, dogpoundexpo.com/schedule. We have coming up right after this Stonefly. And some highlights are Pokemon Shining Pearl later today. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin tomorrow. And Super Metroid Race, 8:45 a.m. on Sunday. And back to you, MegaLightning.
Alright, awesome. So, as I said earlier before, we were saying that Mario just got kidnapped. He's just gone. He's missing. And ironically enough, he's stuck in a painting, like how he goes in paintings in Mario 64. He's just stuck in a painting now, trapped by King Boo. And this was what King Boo's master plan was all along, is to fake the mansion and kidnap all, like Mario, Luigi, maybe even Peach, into paintings, and he just pretty much just watches them just be trapped in there. And coming up is begin at Area 3 here. Area 3 can be either really well or like very troll is the best way I can describe it. There's a lot of bad boo spawns in Area 3 specifically. Some boo like certain spawns could lose you up to like 8 to 10 seconds. And one of them is at the very next room. Luckily, like, the LNG I'm talking about is not very common, but when it does happen, it's... if you're on like a very solid run or a very good run, it kind of just throws off your pace a lot. It like brings down the mood. And so we're going for a tech skip here. And this tech skip's not too bad. It does look a lot more complicated than it looks. It's very, very timing based. And this room's pretty simple. There's only 2 grabbers in here. It's just a tech skip setup that like most advanced runners do. And this is a tough boo read, but I know he's right behind me. At least the boo ball was. And the more you do that room, the better you'll just understand what exactly the boo is. It was going faster, but since it was not going red, I know he was behind me. And I just had the intuition that he was on the bottom right chair. And speaking of bad RNG, I just got the spawn I was talking about. This is, in my opinion, the worst boo spawn in the entire game. Because getting the tech skip is way harder. Like, I couldn't even go for it, pretty much, unless, like, I boo jack him very, very well. But fortunately, I got the worst RNG right there. So coming up, we got Petunia. Petunia is... I'd say she's a pretty simple ghost because she can get stuck very easily. But she can also, especially for like newer runners, she can just drop by herself and you don't know why, honestly. She is probably... I'm sorry.
I was saying real quick if you have a moment.
Oh, yes.
We do a $5 donation from Brost, I believe. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And he says, 1 cycle King Boo for the one time.
I would do my best. Thank you so much. I guess, since we're talking about 1 cycle for a second here. King Boo 1 cycle, upon a boss the entire game. It is considered the hardest strat in the entire run. It's very, very challenging, mainly because a lot of things can go wrong very easily. I don't know. And one mistake kills it. Like you can't get it, and that's why it's so tough. Just any mistake that happens, whether it's the insta shot, the second shot, you tracking King Boo, you run into King Boo blocking the shot, it's over immediately. You can get like a sick backup 2 cycle. You can try it again if you really want to, but the time save's just gone immediately, just from like one small thing. But I would do my best to try to get that run, or that strat. And now coming up, we got Astro Hall. This room's not too bad. This room's just movement for the doubles, and then it's also a triple setup. There's 2 alternatives you can do for the triple. Well, it's a triple and a double. That's like the 2 options. And depending on how the Shy Guy spawn here, I'm gonna go for a triple here. I'm gonna burn the ghost, hit the mask off with a double, and go for a triple like that. And this is the hardest room to read the entire game, maybe besides T room. Because the Boo radar just doesn't like go straight red very fast. Like you can tell, I can tell he's in candles. He can be all 5 candles, but it's very hard to tell sometimes. And then Moonshot coming up here. This thing is so wonky. Like this angle is so specific. Like the sensitivity is very high. And this is just really easy to miss. So hopefully I can get this first try here. Because even like a runner myself, I still miss this. Probably more than I should. I did get it right there in the center, luckily. There's like one angle you can get that you can insta shoot it. as long as you just shoot it slightly too early, because sometimes it'll just go the other way. If you shoot too early, the moonshot like goes right, then just hard shifts to the left by itself without you touching anything. It just happens. That's happened to me, I believe, twice. And both times I was just really confused. So that was the moonshot split in the game, and next is the clairvoyant split. This is probably the most RNG heavy split in the run. It's between that and a 5 medallion split, like we did back once we first found the boost that owned the mission. Once we get 5 boosts, get a 5 medallion. So probably like 75% of the splits luck. Even the twins is RNG as well. Like where they spawn at least. But this is one of the few rooms that we do clear. We got projector here. Once again, they are all invincible. So once you just learn where they spawn, this room's not that bad, in my opinion. We got 2 singles here as I go for the 12s, like I explained earlier. We go for a double as we use the C-stick to shake them off. And then we line up at the top here. I'm gonna use a little scare scope. We're gonna set up a triple here. I'm gonna grab the bottom ghost and just 180 this. Those ghosts can split up very easily, so it can be very tough to like instant knock on that cabinet like I tried to do. And we're gonna do another save up here, at least attempt to. Unless I make a small mistake here. I'm gonna try to go for animation skip, which I did fail. If you grab the glove after that animation Luigi just did, it'll skip like him like aha with the glove. So it saves like a second or two, and also like cutscene will show up on the screen as well. But like most or rest of this, besides the twins fight themselves, the rest of the split's just RNG. It looks like the RNG's not the best here either. I'm getting a lot of wood sponsors on, unfortunately. I've gotten, I believe, 3 in this area by itself now. Which is unfortunate. Like, personally, Area 3 is my least favorite area, mainly because of things like that. You can play well, but like, Area 3 has probably the most bleed time, like time loss in the entire run. It's pretty consistently the entire area as well. So we got twins here, Henry and Orville. And I'm gonna attempt a twin double here. This strat's not the easiest, but I'll give it a shot. Why not? So where this spawn is RNG, and the reason why we know this, where they're at, because if you use fire or the vacuum, if they start shaking, the boxes that is, they're in there. If they're not shaking, they're not in there. We basically cheat. So this is a really tough setup, so I'm gonna try for this. I did not get it, unfortunately. I did not get it. Yeah, that setup's really tough. I haven't gotten that setup in a while either. For that setup specifically, you get both twins off at the same exact time. And that's the only setup that I believe that you can do that. It's arguably the best. It's the best RNG that you want because it's the fastest, but it's very challenging. The twin spawns do matter for like how easy or how difficult it is. Yeah, that's Twin Boo. Once again, did not get the best spawn because it happened quite consistently so far. But yeah, we're just gonna grab 2 more boos here. Then we'll be on our way to Matt Clairvoyant because we do have all the Mario items. That was a unfortunate boo move. But as I'm all pumping on this boost. The all pumping helps a lot, but they mainly help with the Area 4 boost. Like, you can drag the boost if you want to. Just make sure they don't leave the room. They're definitely way more generous to not leave, even though sometimes it does happen. I got best RNG here. so one of the tech skips here is at the very end. This is by far the easiest tech skip. Which is luckily that case because, once again, Lydia has the second most lag of the entire game. And we're coming up here onto MegaLightning officially. So you have like anything to talk about. This is about like a minute and a half of just smashing. Nothing to talk about really here at all.
Alright. Let's talk about, let's see. This is all the DogPound Expo 2022. This is the 4th year of the event. I would like to call out some of the organizers that we have who have helped make this possible. Myself, I'm the founder, but the show is really by Matt, Zethros, however you want to call him, I4 Matthew. He's kind of taken the lead and he is running things. On the development team, we also have Frostscale, we have Dragonheart and Derpside. We have stream art designer Whooper, and then event organizers also include PGA Mexican and Box McLeod. I apologize if I'm missing anybody. I'm just reading off of the website. The DogPound Expo is a charity speedrunning marathon founded in 2019. It was created with the desire to support nonprofit organizations. We have been going strong for now 4 years, playing host to an array of speedrunners who play some of those popular speedrunning titles. We've raised almost $5,000 today and hope to continue to raise even more this year and in the years ahead. You can find more at dogpoundexpo.com. We are raising money for To Write Love on Your Arms here today. I'll do exclamation point charity, so you'll see a little bit about them. They are a mental health awareness and assistance charity. They produce their own initiatives as well as helping contribute to others. All of the money does go through our Tiltify integration, as I've said before, so we never touch or see the money. All we see is the amount you donated, any messages you put on, and the incentives you assign them to. We do this to ensure that there is never any concern that the money is not going directly to the charity. If you have any further questions, don't pause to hesitate them in chat. I will absolutely answer anything you have to say. And again, thanks to all our runners and all the organizers, and thank you, MegaLightning, for running Luigi's Mansion.
All right, thank you. So you may notice how I reacted with that Quavoyo capture. That was insanely clean. She got completely stuck there, which like never happens. And if she gets like below, like towards the ground, it's so much easier to capture. So that was definitely quite nice to see. But coming up is Safari, once after we capture Quavoyo. I guess the one thing I'll talk about Quavoyo too is she's very unique. She has no pull at all. So the most optimal thing we can do to capture like fast is use a C-stick and spin it in circles. Usually for me it's not like the most consistent thing, but it's definitely better than just using the control stick like normal. The left analog stick. So we're going to be unfreezing these ghosts here because I do know what all these ghosts spawn. And if we use the ice, they do still spawn. So we're going to use the vacuum here to set the double here. This stuff was pretty tricky to get used to. Especially using a vacuum to like get the angle, but it's definitely way more consistent. So we use the vacuum specifically so we can spawn that banana ghost that just got a little bit later, so we can just get the double and just instantly grab the banana ghost right after. That's unlucky. I missed him with the ice. That's unfortunate. Alright. Take 2 on that. It is like we fuse the ghost to get the key close to a door. It saves like a second and a half possibly, if you like do it correctly and like time it very well. But unfortunately, I missed the ghost, which a ghost is just gonna leave the Buas. So we got Bulasses coming up, and Bulasses is the most unique boss fight. There's 15 Boos that group up to become a big Boo called Bulasses, and this boss can be a troll sometimes. There's a couple things. The ice that you grab, it can just be out of bounds. You can't grab it. And you gotta just sit there and like, what do I do now? Which it's very rare, but it does happen. The Boos can just run for no reason. If there's one boo left, it can just CD them to charge you if there's one boo left most of the time. And they can just fly around and do nothing for like 30 plus seconds. And there's like not much you can really do about it. So the ice is in decent spots, so I'm gonna look straight right here and aim like towards the middle for the vacuum. And we'll start holding L and shooting an ice ball here. That's like got 13 of them. I missed one, but that's fine. Yeah, like I said, like he just ran there. A lot of the time he's not gonna run, but I'm assuming because I missed that one boo, like the timer, but him like not attacking you just went out. But it was a pretty solid fight also. But yeah, that's the end of area 3, and we'll go into the final area, area 4. And we're just gonna watch. That's about like 2.5 minutes of me not doing anything, because I can backtrack all the way to balcony. Is there any more things to add, if any? Nope, good time.
Let's take this moment to highlight some of the other upcoming runs this weekend. Obviously, right now we have Luigi's Mansion with MegaLightning. We have tomorrow at 10:40 a.m. DuckTales Remastered with PGA Mexican, and potentially a bonus game at 11:30. That bonus game is an incentive. Let me go and look at the incentives here real quick. The first bonus game is DuckTales NES. That is a $200 incentive with $16 towards it so far. That closes tomorrow at 11 a.m. We do have 2 other bonus games potential for this weekend. We have bonus game number 2, Super Quickie World, for $200 as well. That closes tomorrow at 11:45 p.m. And then we also have bonus game 3, Angerfoot. That closes on Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. We also do have some polls in here for the color palette for Stonefly, for Hug the Goat or Not in Undertale, the clothing choice in Hello Kitty, Shoot Faith or Not in Shovel Knight, and of course the ever popular Super Metroid Save or Kill the Animals. At this moment we have $15 towards kill and $1 towards save. So if you would like to change that outcome, do make sure to tag that when you donate. Every dollar helps, and it does all go directly to the charity. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I hope you continue to enjoy the expo.
Alright, so as I said earlier, there's a lot of downtime after we lost this fight, because we have to backtrack all the way back to the attic, and then we have to go all the way back again to Wardrobe. And like how I said back in Wardrobe, there is a second key that we get in Wardrobe, and that's what we're doing right now. And we get introduced to Uncle Grimly. So mainly, if you're playing casually, you'll go through this door and then go to the telephone room, and that's what Ega tells you about Uncle Grimly, that he likes rooms with mirrors. And you will think, oh, this room called Mirror Room that we did like pretty early in the run. The mirror in that room is fake, so it's kind of just a bait for you to go there first. Grimly is just hiding in Wardrobe, so we have to backtrack all the way back to area 1, the third room we complete the entire run. And the most annoying thing about Grimly, he's 100% luck. It's not like Winlandos that's like 50-50 sharing your heart early or they don't. Grimly could be there for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, like that's about the average. He can be there for like 40 seconds. I did get a skip there, which is nice. That just skip you getting scared by the ghost. Hopefully Grimly can be a homie here and like be nice here. Because ONG this run's not been the best. Okay, that's about 3 seconds. 3 to 4 seconds. That's usually what does happen, but I've had a few runs. It's pretty rare, but my record for Grimly is 40 seconds. He was there for a long time. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta sit there and wait. So, coming up is Roof Key. And this is arguably the hardest split in the entire run. Especially if you do Breakaway, which I'm gonna attempt. I do have a backup strat if I do lose him, because this boo is pretty challenging. And you'll see why. He's not like a standard boo that you just all pop in 15 times 150 HP. This Boo is 200 HP, but he's possible to one cycle with like specific movement that we do. Okay, so Boo's right side. I'm hoping I can get a top right bell here. We'll see. I did get it. That's really good because he will charge me. I'll get like a free extra 20 HP off him. Yeah, I got it. Cool. So, if he was on a bottom bell, I cannot allow double cackle like I got at the end there. That's kind of just me showing that I'm just going to get the Boo no matter what. So I kind of like position a little awkwardly at the end. Because I knew like one double cackle, like I will get the Boo. It's by far, I mean, it's technically second best RNG. Arguably top left bell. I got worse luck again, unfortunately. It's happening a lot this run. Oh no, that's not good. That's unlucky. That's twice now this run. That's so unlucky. So if you get hit by a poison mushroom, like I said earlier, guess we get hit in wardrobe as well. The Boo's gonna leave every time. It's very unfortunate that that even happened. It happens twice now. The luck in this game has definitely not been on my side this run, but it is what it is. It's Luigi's Mansion. This game can be like very nice to you, or be very, very mean. With like bad spawns, unfortunate mushroom spawns, like it happened twice now. It just happens. So, if I drop Breaker, if you didn't go back to Breaker, I was just going to get Vanguard Boo. This Boo is a little different though. So, like how with the save warpings that we do, we save warp after Armory, which is coming up within like 3 minutes or so. And once we complete that room, we just save warp. But there's also a mirror in Armory, which could use a mirror instead. And hopefully he went back to Cellar. But we shall see. He's either in Cellar or Weston. And Weston's the last room in the basement that we do. But it's nice I did get Burgaboo. That's all I really care about in Area 4. To like make sure I get. Like if I lost Cellar, it happens. Cellar is just kind of just being unlucky for the most part. Once something unfortunate happens, like me get hit by a mushroom. So we got Soldier Double. And we're gonna go for the red one first here. And I position right below the red soldier because if you don't like go right below him. 1 second. I did get that as well, nice. The green soldier just gets stuck right side of the room. Annoyingly. But that's a pretty solid double. Definitely take that. So I got rooftop here. I got try to dodge this fire. This fire could be really annoying because it can hit you. That's a pretty clean rooftop. Besides those two, that's how I missed them. So I'm gonna like burn this ghost early, so like he doesn't get stunned by the fire. Then just go for this double right here. And that's rooftop. It's pretty simple, but it's easy to mess up, especially if the fire just hits you. At least how the way I do it. At least. This is looking like a 59-minute run so far. So about 11 more minutes, depending how.
Pace.
Yeah, thank you. My goal this run was just get sub 1 hour, honestly, but we'll see if that happens or not. We'll see. Celebu is definitely better to lose than Burger, fortunately. So there's a few strats you can do in Armor. There's a 3-piece. That's another mushroom. This is cursed. So I do have to take this post off the mirror so I can use a mirror warp. So I can get Celebu, because if you do save warp, the Boo does respawn. He would be in Cellar still, but he'll be at 100 HP. instead of like 35, whatever it is. I did get the triple. The 5-piece is very, very difficult. But it's like really cool to watch. But I'm not like the most experienced with it, unfortunately. And we just go back here to check this chest right here. Because that was the raid that I got. Fortunately, he is in there. It's a decent boo spawn. So one thing about Army Boo, this is the luckiest room in the game. And like how I'm doing all pumps here. Since he's at 150 HP, one double cackle, but make him leave early. But there's also another thing can happen. You can drop out all input because of the lag. If you hit the R button, sometimes it just doesn't work. And you have to be very, very prepared for it, just in case it happens. Like some weird thing I do, I hit the R button like a lot harder while facing Armory Boo. I don't know why, but like it just, I feel like the more I press down on it, the less likely the Boo just gonna like peace out. He's back in here, luckily. Good. Alright, that's not too bad. I mean, it sucks that I did lose him in the first place because of that mushroom, but it is what it is. Again, a Luigi's Mansion for you. Like, it can go so well, then a mushroom just comes out of nowhere, hits you. There's like no way to like make you unshrink earlier. Using a vacuum, it locks out the mushroom, so that doesn't help either. They're just meant to be annoying. Like, very, very annoying. So you may realize we are not capturing these ghosts. This is the other room in the game that you do not need to clear to get the key. So, in the past, we used to clear this room. I believe we just get Pipe Boo. But we no longer do that. It's been quite a long time since we stopped doing this. I think it's like we get Pipe Boo and then just get Van Gogh. Or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Because I've started running this about 2 years ago. But I know Pipe Boo was something that they got in the past. So coming up is Weston. This is arguably the hardest portrait ghost. Because this pull is pretty tough. I might get by ice here. I gotta be safe, yeah. Oh no. What I get hit by? I didn't know what I got hit by though. I like bunked into something. I'm not sure what I hit at the beginning. It just happened. But he has a pretty strong pull, and the ice just makes it even worse. But lucky I did get the one circle. Alright. A Boo moved here, looks like. And this is one of the hardest Boos to get one circled as well. At least, especially like the 150 Boos. So I'm gonna tap C up every time I arm pump, and he blocked me somehow. That's unlucky. This Boo's gonna escape, unluckily. He should go to the hallway though, which is fine. As long as he goes to the hallway, if he goes up the pipe room, it makes it a whole lot worse. I'm not sure why he blocked me though. It just happened. I somehow just got too close, which is unlucky. Alright, coming up next, we got the 40 Boos that is required to beat the game. That is the minimum amount of Boos that you need, unless you're doing the 80% out of bounds glitch, which clearly we did not do, because the out of bounds glitch starts after you beat Chauncey. We have not found a way to clip earlier, at least quite yet. Because that'd be a huge find if we can find a clip that's not after beating Chauncey. That can save, honestly, minutes of the 80% run. Even like other like side categories, like all portraits, for example. We do go out of bounds at all portraits, which is again every portrait ghost in the entire game. Like, we don't need like every Boo. It's basically this category, but we get the Oshawa ghost as well, pretty much. But we're allowed to go out of bounds. It's actually a very cool route. It's pretty different. It's a nice change of pace for sure. So Van Gogh here, he spawns 3 of each type of ghost, like normal ghosts in the game, all at once. And some triples can be pretty tricky. especially the grabber ones, because they're pretty wide. Like, the movement's pretty specific to get the triple, so hopefully I get it. But the first 2 to 3 triples, this is probably the... Okay, we did get it. That's probably the worst triple to miss, is the puncher one. So lucky we did get it. The slammers, in my opinion, maybe just that's the capture part, at least like stunning all 3 and getting them all at once, I believe is the easiest. That's not like the like shy guys from the orange ghost, at least. Like you saw there, I went down, they did like a 180. That kind of like positions the grabbers to get a little bit closer to one another. It makes it to way more possible to get it. You can't like just run up them and stun them. Oh my god, that was so clean. That's what you want every run right there. Is to have all 3 of this ghost go in a corner. But yeah, that's Van Gogh. And this is the last fight until the final boss. And since we have 40 boos, we did not get Van Gogh boo. Because this is the boo I would have gotten if I lost Breaker and he didn't go back into Breaker. I probably would have just like still do pipe boo or pipe room like normal. Because if you lose Breaker, it gets a pipe, you can't clear it. It's honestly probably faster by clearing it. But you can fight pipe boo on accident and he's really slow. No misses. Absolutely. Never miss Mega. Absolutely. But yeah, we're going to the final boss now. And like I talked about earlier, can be 1 cycle. What I'm going to try to do. The odds of me getting this is probably like 10%, 15%.
Got this.
Thank you. I'll do my best. I do have this in my personal best, my 56 run, but it kind of just happened, honestly. Like, I went in the run just like, I'm not gonna get this, but I have to try, and it just happened. I'm like, that's amazing. But if it does fail, I'll try the backup 2 cycle, which is basically the same strat, but it's kind of tricky because King Boo can block you very easily. So worst case scenario, we just get like a 3 cycle. But hopefully it doesn't take like, I do lose like a minute here, because that does happen. If Bowser just goes so wrong, like you can lose up to a minute easily, especially go for 1 cycle. We'll give it a shot though. Worst comes to worst, if I fail the 1 cycle attempt, I'll just play it safe the rest of the fight. Yeah, so having the hardest strat in the game being the final boss, failing, like a good example is like Pablo getting 54, which he recently got like a month ago. I think he lost 2 54 paces because of the strat, which is just heartbreaking. It just sucks. The hardest strat of the game is literally the final strat of the game. And this was found about 2 years ago. We'll give it a shot though. I got the shot off, which is good. So we'll at least have a chance here. Ah, you blocked it. That's unlucky. So I got a pretty good shot off there, but King Boo's like tail hit it. It just happens. Like, that's one of the annoying things about this strat is King Boo will just block it. It's not much else you can do about it, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna put a fast through here. That's like a hit by fire. Because I did practice this like before this run, and I lost him at 1 HP, which was unlucky. So we'll try to instant shot for star points.
I think Luigi might have the better strategy against Bowser. You see, he throws the bombs at Bowser as opposed to Mario, who throws Bowser at the bombs. Seems more consistent.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think about that. That's 100% true. That's a very, very good point. And that will be time. We got 59:45. So I got my sub 1 that I wanted. So I'll take it.
That's pretty good. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I know it's
thank
a really difficult run, and you absolutely did great. Anything else you want to tell the people here?
Just thank you guys for the opportunity, and thank you guys for watching. And that's about it.
Absolutely, we were glad to have you. Again, I am Metadog for Dog Pound Expo 2022. We are raising money for To Write Love on Our Arms, exclamation point charity. We'll show you the link as well as it will be in our info cards. They are a mental health focused charity, and they are focused on presenting hope and finding help for people with those conditions. They exist to encourage, inform, inspire, and also invest directly into treatment and recovery. Every penny that you donate goes directly to the charity. It does not touch our hands. It does not go towards upkeep. Everything goes directly to the charity. Thanks again, MegaLightning, for running. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And we will be back here again shortly with Stonefly by Osborne. Thank you so much. And go ahead and switch us over, Matt.